My name's Sian, and I love writing really small stories. Smaller. Smaller. Really tiny. Yeah, exactly. I write really small stories. Sometimes they're just a few sentences long. And I made this video to try and show you some of the ways that I come up with ideas. Now, the important thing to remember is you don't need to write stories down to create them. You don't have to be good at spelling, you don't have to be good at anything except having a wee bit of imagination. So, I hope you enjoy these top tips. Welcome to Small Rainbows. Let's start with some scribbling. Grab a piece of paper and just get some scribbles out. Whether you want to do scratches or loops, try and cover the whole paper with just random mess. Perfect! Next, try and spot any familiar shapes. Can you see maybe a secret hole in a magical tree here? Can you see waves of the ocean? Can you see monsters? Have a look at your paper and try and draw arrows to the bits you think are really interesting. Maybe a gang of squirrels live here. Maybe this part is where a star fell from the sky and started life as a professional karaoke singer. Maybe up here there's a teeny tiny boat sailing across the seas, trying to seek its fortune as a crab impersonator. Once you've picked all your favourite spots, decide which one you think will make the best story. Once you've chosen your favourite bit and what it reminds you of, get a fresh piece of paper and you're going to draw that thing out. In this example, we thought of a dark hole in a tree where a squirrel lives. So draw that squirrel. And now I want you to imagine for your short story what its favourite day would be. Maybe there's another character there. Maybe a third one comes along with a big secret. Maybe that secret is a birthday party. And your story can be about a beautiful surprise birthday party in a forest, all inspired by a big scribble. Are there any other stories that you can find inside your scribble? Maybe something in outer space? Maybe a little snapshot of a story of a monster who lives in a cave in France, trying to set up his own wine business. See how many stories you can get from your picture. Congratulations! You started creating very tiny stories. Sometimes the world can feel so big, it's hard to think of ideas in it. So think small. Whether you're able to go outside and have a look in a wood or a beach, or just around your house, concentrate on little details. Remember, if you are outside and you pick anything up, to wash your hands afterwards and check with a grown-up that it's okay. Once you've collected some small things, it's time to start putting them in different patterns. Maybe you've collected some pegs or some spoons, stones or leaves. Start arranging them in different ways and see if any ideas spring into your head while you're doing it. It's sometimes really relaxing just putting things in nice shapes anyway, but maybe here I'm creating a planet that we could go and visit in the next story. Maybe the stone in the middle is the one in charge of all the other stones and makes them stand around them, staring at them all day so that they can live for a really long time. Although he's a stone, so he's going to live for a long time anyway. Keep arranging them in different ways and see what new ideas you get. A good way of creating a story is to take your objects and give them names, personalities, or decide what animals they could be. Maybe this big one's called Frank and he's been queuing up for a jetpack. What happens next? Remember, with tiny stories, they only need to be a few sentences long. It's like opening a curtain, telling us what you see in a scene, and then closing the curtain straight away. These patterns will help you get ideas for different scenes and different stories which you could write and tell your friends. Think small, and before you know it, some big ideas will come. When it comes to telling your story, maybe you could write it down or ask someone to write it down for you. But if you feel weird telling the story yourself, why not do it through the voice of one of your toys? Just sitting down, chilling with a cup of tea, telling each other a tale of some rogue squirrels. Yeah, that was a pretty good story, huh? Good luck with telling your stories. You're doing great. The end. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to Imaginate for supporting this video. Sign up to our newsletter at tinyletter.com/small rainbows for free stories every day to read as a family.